Hi, I'm Jeff Antoniuk. Years ago, I attended a famous music school in the South, and it was an amazing experience. I learned a ton and received a master's degree. And for the past 25 years or so, I've been piecing together my living the way so many of us do. Playing gigs, some good, others not so good. Teaching privately and in university and schools, some good situations, others not so good. And a million other things, from recording and composing to running a concert series and a jazz camp. Some of it was good, some not so good. The not so good part, it seems to me, revolves around two things being subpar or even missing. First of all, that connection we love, the poor community. And the second is poor pay. There's nothing better than a great gig where everyone is connected, firing together. And there's nothing worse than a gig where that community or those musical connections are missing. Now, of course, we're all familiar with the terrible pay that's often associated with great gigs. The better the gig, the worse the pay. And we all take for granted that this is the way it has to be. About 15 years ago, I started to question these two ideas and began actively building community and starting to connect more with my fellow musicians and my students. And guess what? The pay started to get better. So I discovered that there are tens of thousands of adult musicians out there who are dying to play. These are day job folks who are really serious about music, but it's not what they do for a living. You know some of these folks, and I guarantee you probably pass 100 more every week on the street. Well, I began coaching these folks in jazz small groups about 15 years ago, and it turned into an amazing, fun, very inspirational, and very lucrative business. These are school teachers and attorneys, cops and housewives, IT guys and plumbers. They are dying for an outlet to learn and play, and there's usually nothing out there for them. And even if there is in your town, we need pros like you to bump up the quality and intensity for them. 90% of what is out there is either for kids or it simply doesn't serve these adult students well. These adults are willing to make two significant investments with you. The first investment is hearts and minds. This is going to be one of the most meaningful things they do in their life. This is their dream. This is the path not taken. And the second investment is money. How much does a serious foodie spend a year on wine and meals out? $8,000, $9,000? How much does a serious amateur golfer spend in a year trying to knock one stroke off their game? $10,000? These are your students, and this is how serious adult students are. They want to spend that money on their lives, and they want to spend it with you acting as their guide. Jazz Band Masterclass teacher training is all about getting a business up and running for you that will feed you artistically and provide you with a pretty great income that you can add to what you are already doing. If you're lucky, you're probably very busy these days, running from one okay gig or situation to another. I'd invite you to take 10 minutes, look through the website, and see if this may be a good fit for you or someone you know. That busyness, that running around from one okay gig to another could be very different for you. I'm eager to share the tools that I've learned to minimize those not so good parts of what we musicians do and to show you a way to really truly level up in your life, your business, and your creativity.